Yo, Mao, you grabbing something to eat too? Man, you sure did give me a beating in that Academy Ace tournament. Seems like all my closest buddies are in another league, you know? I mean, look at you. You just up and became a champion. In your first year to boot. You know that's pretty amazing, right? Then there's Nimona, top marks in every class at school, and she's champion rank too. And I hear Penny's got some kind of offer to work for the Pokemon League or something? I seem to be the only average one around here. Nothing special about me. Your dad's super famous. You're pretty good at cooking. Nah, I mean, it's just like a hobby, really. I only learned how to do the basics because my dad wasn't around to cook for me. Oh, wait, my dad! See, now that Mabostiv is doing so much better, and since the treasure hunt is still going and all, I've been thinking of a new goal. To find myself. And I guess you've really got to start by knowing where you come from, which means I should learn more about my dad, right? He was a student at the school once too. That's what I heard. I'm gonna search the whole school for info about what kind of person he really was. Thanks for the inspiration, little buddy. Sure, Arven, good luck with that. Mao! Boy, did you pick a great moment to stop on by. Take a look at this. This is supposed to be a sample from my dad's research from back when he was a student. That's what Director Clavo here told me. He's been helping me out. When Turo was still a student at this academy, I was still a mere researcher myself. Among my peers, it was already being bandied about that an astoundingly gifted young man was studying at Ufa Academy. So he really was always amazing, right from the start, huh? Oh, I guess I never really questioned it, but why is your office full of all this equipment? Oh, so you finally noticed, have you? This room was once your father's research lab. It was? From what I've from what I've heard recounted, he apparently would become so absorbed in his research that he hardly ever returned to his dorm. He spent most nights sleeping here, in fact. I also found myself more at ease surrounded by such research equipment, so I took the liberty of adapting the room to serve as my office. I never knew. All these pieces of my dad's life, they were right in front of me this whole time. I spent so long trying not to think about him that I never even noticed until now. Thanks for telling me about this, Director Clavo. And Mao, thanks for being here with me to learn about it too. Ah, Master Arven. I also intended to explain about these trophies here, and he's gone already. Rather hard to pin down, isn't he? Off like a flash as soon as some new thought crosses his mind. My dear Turo, I think that son of yours takes after you a very great deal. Yo, champ. Coming to hit the books? Just passing through. What, you just felt like climbing all those stairs to train your legs or something? Oh, you wanna know why I'm here? Yeah, I'm still working on my own little treasure hunt. Trying to find myself and all. While I was here in the entrance hall digging through my dad's research reports, I found this on one of the bookshelves. This book was so precious to my dad that he even kept a copy of it in the Lighthouse Lab. The Violet Book. That's what it's called, right? This is my first time really reading the bits that aren't about the Herba Mystica. They're really amazing. I mean, it all sounds super fake, but it's got all these cool pictures, and it's real fun to read. Like, look at this entry here. Ah, yeah, the one that was kind of blocked out. A Isk Pokemon? While separated from the research team in the crater's depths, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. It bore a small... Oh, it bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons and gleamed brighter still than gemstone. Veiled as a whole, it resembled a mysterious, brilliant disc. So yeah, we're definitely gonna get this Pokemon in like some future DLC, I bet. The text on this page is all smudged and blurry in every copy of this book I've ever seen. Seems kinda suspicious, right? Of course, the whole book here is full of unbelievable stories, the Herba Mystica being one of them. But they turned out to be real. And after everything we saw in Area Zero, well, makes it hard to say it's all nonsense, huh? In fact, I think it might have been this book that made my dad want to become a researcher. I bet he got so fixated with the future Pokemon he read about in here that it made him want to see one for himself. Wait, hold on. Is my dad's time machine the whole reason the future Pokemon ended up here in the first place? This book is from way before he made the time machine, but it mentions future Pokemon. Isn't that kind of weird? Oh well, I'm sure it's just all made up anyway. But my dad believed that nonsense, and even managed to make it a reality. I guess he really was something. I'm gonna learn from his example, and start giving it my all too. I've got something I gotta do now, but I'll see you around, little buddy. What if the time machine is the Pokemon? And it's just really a device that controls the Pokemon's power. Huh? Huh? Ah! I was focusing so hard. I didn't even notice you, bud. I know. Pretty rare to see me actually studying, right? But I'm pretty good at... but I'm at a pretty good stopping point. How about a break? I could use a change of scenery. Yo! Okay, this looks a lot nicer. That's so much food, what the hell? What do you think? Welcome to Chez Arven. Well, Chez Arven and Mabostif, really. It is pretty clean. Yeah. Why is that surprising? I'll have you know, I clean every single day. Mostly because Mabostif sheds a ton, but still. Anyway, about the reason you saw me studying in the classroom like that. I went back and read the pages about the Herba Mystica in the Violet Book again. It made me remember how things were back when Mabostif was all weak and everything. I couldn't seem to do anything to help him, and boy, it sure didn't feel good. Of course, I'm really glad I was able to find all the Herba Mystica together with you. But there's got to be other people who are still suffering the same way I was back then. Worrying about their Pokemon that are sick or hurt. So I don't laugh, okay? I decided that I'm gonna become a cook. I'm gonna make super healthy food, bursting full of stuff Pokemon need to feel great. Weren't you sorta doing that already? I mean, yeah, go ahead. You can definitely do it. Yeah, thanks. I knew I could count on you to be all supportive like that. The culinary world might seem a bit different, but I swear, I'm gonna be just as famous as my dad. So, I guess I can close the book on my little hunt to find myself. It's time to start a new chapter. One that's all about working toward my new dream. And hey, feel free to stop by my room anytime. Mabostif will always be glad to see you. Good boy. My boss diff is still doing great, thanks to all the hard work you and me put in, of course. Got a map of the Paldea region, some notes tagged here. Lots of... I think those are comics. In fact, yeah, he reads Jump. Or something like that. You have a lot of comics. Yeah, some old issues of Jump out here. You got a microwave oven. Kitchen is very organized, lots of food out. Spices. The thing that surprises me though is why the hell do you have a sack of potatoes and a crate of carrots and onions? Like that seems like overkill. I wonder if he's a fan of making a lot of curry. Oh, I didn't even realize. This is a fridge. Actually, right, our rooms don't normally have a fridge, huh? It's a big fridge. And, is that supposed to be where my boss diff sleeps? It looks a bit small, don't you think? It's a Pokemon bed. It looks a bit small. Yeah, it looks a bit small. Alright, catch ya later.